go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around if the keep moving up. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find it. Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Trusting in what you can see. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me, we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me, we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Danger is lurking around every turn. Trust your feelings, got to live and learn. I know someone that'll make it through. Got no other options, only one thing to do. Instead, find the next stage no matter what that may be. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me, we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me, we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Hello? Okay, listen, I have no idea where you are or how you got there, but what I do know is that guy you were seen with last night, he's bad news. But some good news, if you're hearing this, chances are you're still alive. Look, just stay calm and if you can, avoid him at all costs. Do your best to hold out until morning. Please just stay alive. Like us. It's what we're made to do. You act like we're nothing. We're unmasked to hide yourself, and really it makes us the same. A couple hours, but it's feeling like days. Now you're running out of power, leave you mingled and winding away. Step one, check lights and empty out the holes. Did you hear that? There's banging in the walls. Hello, people of cyberspace land. Where is my button? What is going on? How is everybody doing on this day of the chaotic week? Where's my mouse? Where is my pointy thing? Where's my scroll wheel? Where's my breath? Okay. What is up, Will? How's it going? Grimaldo, what is up? Paul, Jackson Smith, what is going on? And any lurkers out there in cyberspace land, how is everybody doing today? Hopefully you all are doing fantastic. Remember when we played Security? Yeah, that game was a lot of fun. This October there is a newer Five Nights at Freddy's game. I think it's like Mimic something or another. So I need to pick that up so we can play that this October. But as far as I know, it's like another kind of 3D experience like that. So yeah. Anyway, Secret of the Mimic. Yes, thank you, Will. I can never remember what the heck that game is called, and I should have bought it when I was thinking about it before, and probably I'm going to forget until the week before. And yeah, so anyway, great, back in the presence. Oh, well, Will, I appreciate that. Appreciate your presence as well. Hopefully you had a fantastic vacation. I was going to tell you guys something. What was I going to? Oh, first of all, Will, you were correct. The certificate error on my website was in fact the problem, and it was preventing us from having quotes tonight. Which let me confirm one more time that is working as expected. There it is.
On August 26, 2025, MichaelK said, "Do not roar."
Yeah, so I did not. It's like core. It's mission critical functionality. It has to be there. So anyway, it was something that I thought I updated a few weeks ago. It's something that has to be updated every few months or whatever. But I thought I updated it a few weeks ago. But apparently I done screwed it. You know what I'm saying? So, but we good. We good now. Everything is fine. Everything is totally fine. Vacation was incredible, worth every penny. That is fantastic. I have never been to Hawaii myself. I would like to go at some point for sure. I'm a big fan of the beach life and all that kind of stuff. So I think going to the Hawaiis would be quite a thing. That'd be quite good. Last week I was in the opposite of Hawaii, known as Atlanta. And it's very hot. It's very hot all week long. And have you had a Phantom certificate? It appears there is a chat message that needs to be pinned. It needs to be pinned somewhere in the chats. If I can find the button that does that, it appears I have found it. Okay, sweet, cool story. But yeah, I was in Atlanta for some work type shenanigans. And I did, in fact, get to do a little bit of video game shopping, even though it took 30 to 45 minutes to get out of freaking downtown Atlanta. I had no clue how bad Atlanta traffic was, but here we are. So anyway, I got a stack of some video games here that I picked up this past week that we're gonna go through here. So. First of all, this boy here, World Destruction League Thunder Tanks. This was $2.99, and it looked like bro, I'd rather get an ingrown toenail than drive in Atlanta. Yeah, it was rough. I'll tell you about my Uber experience here in a little bit, but this looks like kind of like a cartoony Twisted Metal with tanks, and it was $2.99. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let me zoom in a little bit. Where's my freaking button? My button on my thingy is not working, so I have to access my button via another method in order to do the thing here. I know it's such a riveting tale. I'm just in total and complete shambles right now, trying to figure out how to continue on with life. Here we go. There we are. Zoom in a little for me. Thanks, sir. Mega preach. Okay. Anyway.
So got that. This King of Demons game here. I cannot remember how the frick to say that, but this is a Retrobit release that I got not too terribly long ago. What's going on, Goshen? How's it going? No, I did not. I did not, in fact, take a Waymo, but it was not the greatest experience of my life in this Uber. But we'll talk about that in a second. So this is a Retrobit release of this game. I was gonna buy this. I was gonna pre-order this when it first came out, but I just forgot, and then the pre-order went away, and suddenly I was unable to get it, and it was selling for $150 on eBay. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And so I went to this game store, Mega Replay. Actually, I got both of these from Mega Replay in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is it's like it's like 25 minutes outside of Atlanta, but in traffic, just kind of depends on the time of day. Could be 30 minutes, it could be 45 minutes. But yeah, they had this, and it looked like it had been sitting on the shelf for a long time because they marked it back down to all like just a hair above what the retail price was. So I was shooketh. I was absolutely shooketh to see this there for that price. So I purchased that. That's a thing. What was the other thing? I got this Rayman here also at that Mega Replay in Kennesaw, Georgia. This is in pretty fantastic condition. This has been on my wanted list for quite a while. But yeah, it's even got the foam. Look at that. That's a rarity. Every game should have foam. And then these next three games, I got them at another store in Kennesaw, Georgia, called Steel Collectibles. This is Scud on the Sega Saturn. This is one I remember seeing as a kid, and I always wanted to check it out, but I never played it. Just two. Mega Replay is one of the stores, and Steel Collectibles was the other one. Goshen. So I highly recommend Steel Collectibles. Mega Replay. It's it's a chain, kind of Game Exchange vibes. A little bit less of a thrift store, I guess, than Game Exchange, or like not thrift store, pawn shop. But Steel Collectibles, I highly recommend that store if you're in the Atlanta area. It's quite good. It's quite good. They had lots of really cool stuff there. Yeah, I picked that up. It looks like a 2D.
Stop it.
I'm trying. So yeah, it's kind of like pre-rendered sprite, kind of like Donkey Kong Country kind of vibes, but also apparently you can use the light gun, the Saturn light gun for something. I'm not really sure exactly how that works, so at some point I will play this and figure that out. This is a game that it looks like, it's got the cheesy FMV stuff and kind of like a first-person like tank kind of thing. But I'm such a sucker for all these like cheesy FMV sequences and stuff like that. And I saw this on YouTube not too terribly long ago on the channel GameSack, and I added it to my wanted list, and I just happened to come across this. And this doesn't really look like something that I would necessarily be super excited about, but yeah, the FMV stuff, I'm a sucker. And then speaking of FMV stuff, DEFCON 5 on the Saturn. This is another cheesy sci-fi FMV experience. So yeah, DEFCON 1. So that is my haul from the week of travels. And then I actually got this when I got back home. My local store, The Disconnection, reached out to me. They know that I love me some Saturn and some Sega CD. And I picked up Mickey Mania on the Sega CD, which has been on my list for quite a while. They actually got many games in that I would that I'd love to have, but after this craziness, this crazy stack here, I could only stomach the one. So yeah, I picked that up, and we're gonna be digging into this one today. live on stream. No Still Collectibles. We did an episode for Gaming Across America. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a great little store. And I talked to the guys that were working there for a little while. They were really cool guys, and actually several of these games, these two games, the DEF CON 5 and the RDF Global Conflict, both of those they had in the back. And this one actually they cleaned it and put a brand new case on it before they sold it to me. So that was pretty sweet. I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. So, yeah. Anyway, let's hang on. Let me present the game of the hour here. How about that? Boop. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the game so we can dive in here and tell you guys about my experiences. Yeah, for sure. And I was
Will has been a member for 34 months.
Goodness.
They said we need to build more data centers. AI needs it to cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer, right?
Right.
34 months is wild, man. Let's go.
Well, I greatly appreciate that 34 months. That's literal, living, breathing insanity. I greatly appreciate that and appreciate your presence. But yeah, they're really cool little store. Highly recommend them. Good prices too, and everything was like well cared for and all that stuff. So and also while I was in disconnection, my wife, she loves all of the like gotchas, like the what are they called? The gotcha like capsule machines and stuff like that. And so I always, every time I go in there, I get something for her out of the capsule machines. And this was one of the things that I got for her. It's just like it's an official Nintendo thing. Hang on, let me switch back. Goodness gracious. It's an official Nintendo thing, but it's just kind of like a keychain fidget thing that's, the N64 buttons. So look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And actually there are others too. Yes, Paul, there is in fact a GameCube one. There's look at all that. So there's Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, the two button styles, and then there's N64 joystick, and then N64 buttons, GameCube joystick. Well, I guess it's the C stick, but and then GameCube buttons. And there's also an NES controller one and a frick. And a frick. I saw your message, Will, and it just implanted itself into my brain. An NES one it's actually all three. It's the D-pad, it's start and select. Those are two different ones, and then the third one is the A and B buttons. And then an original Famicom controller that's the same thing. So super cool. But they actually got these. They knew somebody that went to Japan, and they literally brought back a entire container of these things, so they can fill up their little gotcha machine with them. So yeah, pretty cool. Cool. But I'm gonna give this back to her so she can do whatever she does with these things. So anyway, okay. Okay, so the game of the day, Mickey Mania, The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. I don't really know much about this game other than it looks really cool, and generally speaking...
On December 16th, 2025, MichaelK said, "Let me adjust my junk."
Yes. We've all been there. This has been on my list for another one of those. It's been on my list for a while. Looks cool because not only does it have it has the Sega CD vibes, the kind of like the cool animated stuff, and I don't know if this has like FMV stuff in it or not. But it does have it has a vibe. It has a Sega CD vibe, and I'm in for it Usually Mickey games in the 16-bit era are pretty good. So yeah. Okay, let's do the thing. I'm gonna stop blabbing. Actually, I'm not gonna stop blabbing. I'm gonna tell you guys about my Uber experience on my way to Mega Replay in Kennesaw, Georgia, from downtown Atlanta. So, hang on. Let's get going here first. We got to check the options. Oh, you know what? I didn't even show you guys the freaking stuff, the goods. Apparently, this comes with a poster, which is pretty sweet. So, I got the manual, but it has a poster. Look at that. Look at that. I'm assuming it's probably just the... I'm going to try to not tear this. Goodness gracious. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. Got the little Sega CD. Lower... Well, I guess it's not a lower third. Just the lower whatever you call that. Lower 1/8. But pretty cool. Cool. I always appreciate the extra goodies that come with games, and I did not realize this came with a poster, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's look at the manual here. PlayStation could never, exactly that. Let's look at the manual here before we get too far, right? Apparently, this lot of games that they sent me this picture of that I got this game from came from one person. It was a lot of Sega CD and Saturn games. They traded it all for a little Samson. And if you know, you know. That is a piece. Okay. Let's just look at the destructions here. So directional pad, pass left, right, maybe Mickey walk, start button. You got to pause, do the thing. B is throw marbles. Only if Mickey has some marbles. You know what I'm saying? A and B makes Mickey jump. Use the directional pad to control Mickey's jump while he's in the air. The controls configuration can be changed through the options screen. Yippee-ki-yay. Throw and jump. Look at that. I think that's it. Okay. I'm the king of this chat. Let's see. Any creature you will see Mickey's hand in the upper left corner of the screen. The hand begins with 4 fingers raised and will count down each time Mickey's hit. Cool. I appreciate that. We're not gonna spend too much time digging in here. But oh, you travel through like a bunch of different Mickey Mouse like past experiences, movies, whatever. So that's cool. I guess generally that's usually how these Mickey games go. But anyway, okay. And I never had this one as a kid. I had have the Fantasia game and the Castle of Illusion, which is a gym, an actual living, breathing gym. That was one of my favorites growing up. So anyway, okay. Let's get back in here. I know we didn't even get started, but okay. So difficulty, we're not going to play this on hard first. Let's just play it on normal and see how this goes. Okay. I'm assuming that's the loading screen. P cool. Steamboat Willie. I appreciate the way this looks. I appreciate the visuals. It's some good stuff. Okay, I was touched by some eighth notes. I just love how smooth the animation is in this. Okay, let's... Wow, that's... Hang on. Hold up. Okay, so if I just do this, then that happens. But if I bounce on it, then that happens. Okay. Do I touch your mouth? Do I touch your mouth? No. We just continue on. There he is! Look at him! Does the smoke hurt me? No, it doesn't. Everything's fine. We have edge animations. Is a game really a game without an edge animation? I don't think so. Does this dog want to be my friend? Oh, I was touched. And I was touched. Okay, I was touched multiple times. 4 fingers are gone. Okay, great. Anyway, wow. So here's my Uber experience when I was on my way to Mega Replay. So
The current DSi count is 761. This is the first of the day. Is that all you got?
yes. Oh, the Steam does in fact hurt me. Phenomenal. So usually the way these gigs go that I do, there are a few long days, but then there are some days that they're a little bit more chill. They're a little bit more chill, and we get released of our duties early. And so this particular day, we got released of our duties at about 2:30, and I was like, sweet, I got time to go do a thing somewhere else where there are video games. And what am I doing? Do I just stand on that? Oh, I missed the waiting animation. He sure does. Ha ha! Look at that! I love it. I love it. An old school Disney game, everything hurts you. That is correct. So, it was 2:30. I went back to my room, got changed and whatever, and then go back. Call the Uber, and then I actually decide that I'm gonna do like the what you call it, the non-priority, like wait 10 to 15 minutes, and you get some money off. So I did that, and so anyway, long story short, by the time I got changed and the Uber got there, it was like 3:30. Okay, and I wasn't really thinking about the fact that Atlanta farts. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that Atlanta traffic is like basically the final boss of traffic. And so, 3:30 seemed fine to me, but rush hour had begun not too long before that. And so I get picked up by this sweet little old man, and he was as nice as could be. And I noticed it took him a while to get there. It just took him a hot minute to figure his way downtown in downtown Atlanta. And so he picks me up, and we're cruising our way. We out of downtown. We get on the interstate in the middle of all the chaos, and thankfully the traffic wasn't horrific at that point. Do I just grab this? The answer is no. So we get on the interstate, and the traffic's not too bad, and then we get kind of like through the traffic, and then he kind of speeds up a little bit, and I realize, the speed limit is probably like 55 at that point or something. I realize he's going like 45 miles an hour. So it's like, okay, maybe he sees something that I didn't see, that I wasn't seeing. He didn't want to have to slam on his brakes and hurl me into the front of the whatever. And so I was like, okay, this is fine. And then 10 minutes later, we are in the clear, and we are still going 45 miles an hour. The speed limit has then changed to 65 miles an hour. And people are flying by. Can I grab this? Do I touch this? Do I... Anyway, and so speed limit 65 miles an hour. We're still going 45. What's going on, Emmanuel? Yes, Mickey has had a handful of games over the years. Not as common anymore, but back in the day. And so people are flying by us, and then eventually we get to some more traffic getting into the suburb area where Mega Replay was, and I was like, okay, Whatever. We're in the heat of it now. We get off the interstate, and we're going like 25 miles an hour. And this was like kind of one of those, you get off on the exit ramp and it's like a long extended thing, and then you finally get off onto the main road or whatever. And the speed limit is like 65 miles an hour on this exit thing. And so and so everybody is honking and wailing at us going, whatever, 25, 30 miles an hour. And so, yeah, and then eventually he gets off the interstate, and we're literally going 8 miles an hour on this main road, and the speed limit, I don't even know, it was like 40 miles an hour or something. And it was just like, at this point, I was just, should I offer to drive? Like, should I just say, hey, do you need me to just like hop in there and take over here, or what the heck? But, yeah, eventually we got to our destination, and I survived that excursion. But it was quite an experience. I was certain that some crazy Atlanta driver was going to run us off the road, but he didn't even flinch. He wasn't even flinching when all these cars were flying by. So, anyway, I survived. My brethren, what am I doing here? How to proceed? I can throw marbles. I can jump. I cannot grab that. It was, Emmanuel, it was an Uber. It was a little old man. You just described my dad driving in any city since like 1990. I didn't even mention the fact that it was hot AF in Atlanta and there was no air conditioning in his car. So I'm just like dying the whole time. So anyway, can I like run? This is in fact the running. 0 AC. Well, Mickey, I don't know what to tell you.
The sea was angry that day, my friends. Like an old man trying to send back soup in a deli.
Accurate. I'm sure his AC was broken. I'm sure it was. It was just the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now that we have successfully done the thing here, let's proceed. Why is my nose itching? My uncle has no heat in his car, but his AC works. I would be such a sad person if I drove a vehicle for it. Long story short, the AC was going in and out in it for, I don't know, over the span of a good, like 3 or 4 years or so, the AC was just like constantly, it would fail, and then we'd fix it, and then something else would fail, and whatever. It was a whole thing. Yeah, it was a 1993 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and you could not pay me to drive a Jeep now. You could not pay me. I just literally, it was like every other weekend this thing was messed up in some way. We were having to fix it somehow. So it was a whole thing. But yeah, it had leather seats and no AC for a while when I first started driving it. And that was not pleasant. But at least it had heat. At least it had some heats. So that was that. I was touched. Okay. Freaking. Yeah, da, 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 da. Boom. Okay. Can I be up here? No, I'm not. I cannot be up there. Like, am I just toast because... Like, but... Can I grab onto this bird? Will this bird grab me by the ear holes? No. If I slap this bird with my marbles, what happens? Nothing. Great. Can I go in the door? No. Legitimately, what am I doing? I'm already stuck in this video game.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
I am 30 seconds away from looking up a video on how to beat this. Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? Explain your uh-oh, Mickey.
Never, 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 never quit. Winners never quit and quitters never win. I learned that at WrestleMania 9. Yeah.
Well, Macho Man, I think we're just gonna have to give in to this here because I just don't know. Let's see here. If I just play all the way through the game, you know, not stopping, it doesn't take longer than an hour to beat the game. It's only a 54-minute long game. All right. I'm watching someone traverse this experience. Okay? They just rode the crate over. Everything is fine. Going to the next area. Okay. Now they are in almost this spot. And they're dodging the cannonballs, the wrecking balls, whatever. There's a bird here. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? And then what? And then what? I think the bird has to be there so you can bounce on the bird and then you land on... Oh no, you can just keep bouncing on the bird. Okay. Ha! Oh my freaking Scooby snacks all over my chest and face. Ah! Uh-oh. Yes. Wait a minute. Everybody just hold your wad for a second. How come that hurt me? You have to bounce off the bird's head? Is that how it is? Okay. Bruh is right. Boom. Okay. Ah! Okay. Ring bells. I did ring the bells. Bro, look leave. Alright. Alright, let's ring some more bells. I think I did those. Everything's fine. Are there bells down here? No.
On February 10th, 2026, MichaelK said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this so hard behind you."
Oh. What a great quote the week of Valentine's Day. Oh no. Where are the freaking bells? Are there more bells over here? I rang the bells. Get out of my way, Stinky Pete. Now what? Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of these Disney games, these 16-bit Disney games, they will have... It's like, they're good, but they will have very unclear moments. It's like, it's very unclear what a mouse is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I got those bells. Everything is fine. Did I not fully ring them? They have been ringed. Yeah, da, 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 do. I like how this is like black and white, but there's just like a little bit of color here, like slowly being restored or something. I keep wanting to climb into these windows or something, and it's just not the thing. I cannot open the door either. Do I just attack him? Oh. I appreciate that. Okay, anyway, that's fine. Maybe I should just, like, stop thinking so hard. The color is returning! The color is returning to this video game. Yep. Now what? Ooh, look at that. I appreciate the way that looks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's falling. Visually, this game is doing some cool stuff. Boss? No, just stuff. Just stuff falling from the sky. Ah! Marbles. Frick. Yeah. Take that. Yes. Your weakness is my marbles. Marbles in the sprockets. Yeah, baby. Ah! Boom. Look at you. I believe Mickey is trying to find Pluto. I believe that's the thing. Mickey has friends wherever he goes. Not here. No Goofy. No Minnie. No Mercy. Where do you go? This is Mickey Mouse like you've never seen him before. Faster, tougher, and smarter than ever. In 26 action-packed levels, Mickey takes on a ton of bosses from 6 of his coolest animated classics, from Steamboat Willie, the Mad Doctor, the Moose Hunters, to Lonesome Ghosts, Mickey and the Beanstalk, and the Prince and the Pauper. This is Mickey on the adventure of a lifetime Mickey Mania. This mouse roars. Oh, what did he say? What was that? Okay. Oh, I was touched by that skeleton man. Okay. Okay, bones are everywhere. I did in fact, Will. I'm not falling for that. Ah, there's knives. Ah! Ah! Okay. Freaking come on, man. Stop that. Stop with your bones! Goodness gracious. I like how the loading screen is Mickey reading the script. All right. Let's proceed. Can I do something with this rocket? Did I win? Spider bones. Spider, leave him a bone. Whoop! Ah, frick! Well, Mickey fell in the fire. Jump in the fire! Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with that because I was a fool for a good portion of that run. So, yeah, there's that. All right, now we know what to do. This is going to be easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, if you will. Okay, roger that, Mickey Mouse. All right, you touch this with your Tootsies, and then literally you launch that cork into that cow's mouth. Yes, Emmanuel, it does in fact. Frick. Gotta dodge this, brother. Whoa. Ah, frick! Ho ho ho! Georgie Boys Axe, what is going on? How's it going? It's so good to see you today. Love your setup. Love the setup for your chat. I cannot read today. Love the chat setup for your layout. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Mega appreciations. Yeah, I went back and forth forever trying to decide if I wanted to put chat on the screen or not. And since I started streaming on Twitch too, I wanted to make sure that, you know, people on the two platforms could see what the heck was going on the other platform. So yeah, I wanted it to be kind of inconspicuous, but, you know, not all up in your face and all over the place. So I built a thing. I built a thing that does the thing, and it does a little bit of filtering, so it doesn't just display everything. Whoop! Ah, okay. Okay, so we established that these are the only bells that need to be rung by our feet. Okay. Is that a checkpoint? Or is it just a thing? Get some marbles on the way. Boom, baby. Yep. Get out of here. Thank you, sir. Again, I appreciate that rotation there. P-cool. P-cool effect, if I do say so myself. Will not let you take down the sprockets before you get to the boss, so well. It's fine. Okay, it's good. Do not touch me with those bombs. Thank you very much. No! Okay. Motherless. My cat is literally sitting in front of the monitor. Do not touch. Son! Oh, great. It didn't hurt me. Great. I love that. That's what you love to see. Okay, let's push this over here. I am freaking pressing the wrong button. There it is. Boom shakalaka, as they say. Yeah, baby!
Boom shakalaka!
I'm also struggling with this. I also wanted an inconspicuous display like this. I'll have to look into more and after seeing your setup. Also dual strategy. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah. It's basically it's just a web page overlay. And it kind of integrates with StreamerBot. Does a few different things with StreamerBot, and then it kind of does some text filtering. So like if somebody mentions somebody, it doesn't display that. If somebody posts some enormous message, it's not going to display the whole thing. So there are a few different filters, and I actually have a chat monitor that goes with it. So if somebody gets unhinged, I can just click a button and it just deletes their existence, basically. So, oh great, health carries over. That's not what you want.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes, indeedy, McDoodleson. Fungus. The Bone Zone got me again. Okay. I just really appreciate the way this game looks. And it kind of, what's another game that looks like this? Herc's Adventures for the Sega Saturn and PlayStation, PS1. There are freaking bones everywhere. It looks very similar to this. Has really cool animation, but it's kind of like an isometric style kind of action adventure game. Whoop. Frick. Yeah. All right, get on out of here. What are these fireballs? Do I shoot this? Do I throw marbles? Did other people step up the quote grabbing while I was gone? There were some. I think Miller Time got in there. Paul got in there. If anybody else got in there, please remind me. Shawshank Redemption. Okay, well, you just spawn right in the middle of the action. That's fine. Ah, there's a bone spider. Okay. Probably should have grabbed onto the rope. Can I climb up? No. The answer's no. Okay.
On August 20th, 2024, MichaelK said, I am 100% in for this song with all of my body parts.
Can I crawl? No. What? How are you supposed to dodge that? What? Must have been one heck of a song. Let's see. August 20th, 2024. No idea what we were playing. I used to be able to kind of remember what we were playing on some of these dates, but that has we are far past that. So. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Great. Oh, you have to jump? Okay, Chicago. Oh boy, imagine blasting through all of your lives here on this part. Mickey has broken all of the gurneys, but he manages to continue. Wait, what? Wait, was that just like a bonus thing? Why did it just have mercy on me? Okay, I appreciate this. I appreciate the rotation. Ah, the barrels. Okay. Oh boy, this is going to be a brutal excursion. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, while I'm thinking about this is horrific. This is horrific, but I'm going to be out of town next Tuesday, so there'll be no stream. I apologize. Yeah, after next week, we should be back to the normal programming here. And I got to figure out what we're going to play. So, trying to decide if I want to play, kind of a bit of a boo indeed. I know. It wounds me deeply to do that multiple weeks back to back like that, but here we are. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to play next. If I want to do a bit of a longer, multi-week thing, or if we just want to play some more one-offs like this. I'm going to be in the Denver, Colorado area for a couple of days. My wife and I are going out there. Just a quick little trip. We'll be back Tuesday night. So I guess technically I could stream several hours later, but we're not going to do that. City escape. Yes, we were escaping the city. She loves Noah Khan, the artist Noah Khan, so we are going to the Noah Khan concert in Denver. And then there's also a showing of Jurassic Park at the Red Rock Amphitheater in Denver, in that area. I guess it's in Denver. I don't really know. The famous Red Rock Amphitheater. But yeah, they're playing Jurassic Park there. So we're going to go see that on Monday night. So should be cool. Should be cool.
That is one big pilot.
Will saw the real Jurassic Park, so that's cool. I appreciate that, Jackson. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, it should be pretty chill trip. This time I'm traveling not for work, so what the freaking Scooby snacks am I supposed to do here? Just not suck? I guess. Oh, the bat! There's a cat here. There's a cat. Bat slap. Okay, let's not suck, please. What? Am I losing lives? Like, I don't understand why I'm like losing. Ah! I'm losing lives, but then it just lets me skip this part or something. What? You got to be very precise about that. Oof. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. You can jump on the saw blades or something. Look at that. I don't understand why the last time it was like, oh, they're there. sucky player, you can continue because it appears you cannot beat this. I freaking love the way this looks. I love 16-bit console tricks. No! Oh, I knew I jumped too early. The moment my finger touched the button, my brain went, no. Oh my goodness gracious. We got a little further, right? Okay. Let's proceed. If I die one more time, I'm switching over to easy mode. Because reasons, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yada too. I just love that this is one of those games where, you know, like very similar to Cuphead, where something just, like the game starts and immediately something that looks
Jackson
innocent
Smith
kills you.
5,575 just donated $20 and said,
What?
So cool, reminds me of Sky Sanctuary.
Jackson, goodness gracious. I greatly appreciate that. Many, many appreciations are flying through cyberspace from me to you right now for that super chat. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And yes, I agree. I love Sky Sanctuary. That's always one of my favorite levels in Sonic and Knuckles. And I love I just love the aesthetic of that level. I love the ending of that level where you're kind of like running up that tower or whatever. And it's kind of like that pseudo kind of 3D looking deal. But yeah, cool stuff. My cat is literally sitting here in front of my monitor begging me to feed her when literally before the stream started, I fed her so that this would not happen. But here we are, eye to eye once again, and I'm being conned into giving her food. Like, what the hickory dickory dock? You know what I'm saying? Alright, we're getting good at this video game now, you know what I'm saying? As I get hit. Yep, there's that. Okay, let's wait for him to get over there. Yep. You big bully. You big freaking bully. Whoa. I almost fell right off there.
FBI, open up!
There we go. Okay. All right. Takes 5 hits on each sprocket. Yep. See, I'm at least glad that the bombs don't hurt you in midair. They don't hurt you until they hit the ground. So that's great. Makes it a little easier that way. Normally, games have no mercy on you like that. And the moment the thing is on the screen, you are literally dying. Still have this as my notification sound. What notification? Just like a general notification sound. Yeah. Okay. Back to the scene of the crime. How many? It said there were like 26 levels, but there really were not. The areas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas, 6 zones, if you will. Okay, get out of here. All right, I am not getting hit by these bones again. Oh, my God. You didn't see that. Nothing to see here. Ah! Yep. It's my notification sound for everything except my ringtone and my alarm. Love it. Freaking... Ah, these bones are everywhere! Bro, like when you respawn after death, even bones that are flying through the air are just halted and then they resume formation the instant you respawn. That's crazy. It's crazy. So what's everybody been up to the past couple of weeks? Anybody doing anything cool? Playing anything cool? Seeing anything cool? I played quite a bit of Metroid Prime Remastered on my trip. Had a good amount of downtime after the fact. I was kind of... A lot of times when I do these trips, I will try to maximize the fact that I'm not paying for dinner and just, try and find a cool place every night and, kind of go there. Even if it's just me. I'm not going out with other people. I'll try to find somewhere cool to just kind of like get out and experience the place. But this time around, I did not do that every night. There were several nights where I just Uber ate and just hung out at the hotel and played Metroid Prime Remastered. So I don't know how far I am really in it. Okay. I just got to... the whatever the boss is, for those of you who have played it, where it's like a giant ice monster looking thing. What just attacked me? Did a bird touch me? The longer you stay at the hotel, the more you're getting your money's worth. And I didn't even... I'm not even paying for the hotel either, so... So, yeah. Jackson, you quit your job this week. Was it... I'm assuming it was a job that you were not wild about? Sounds like this was a good change to be had. Oh, you can't bounce on the barrels. I almost jumped too early again. Look at that. Mickey's got to review the script. Yeah, I'm assuming when the game says there are 26 levels, it's counting all of these individual levels here. Get your freaking stupid skull head away from me. Yeah. You mean you cannot throw your marbles while you're ducking? That's goofy. Ah, frick. I literally said that and then I tried to do it again. Do I do something with this clock? Casket clock thing. Okay, there was a bat and a bone. Oh, and I'm here again.
Stop it. Get some help.
Please stop touching me. If I die on this area again, I'm going to crash out. I'm just probably going to delete and levitate to outer space. Yep. Duh. Yep. No! Are you serious? Son, farts! Oh my goodness gracious. Winners never quit and quitters never win, you know what I'm saying? Am I back at the beginning of this area? Holy shnikes. We're getting better, though. This is definitely one of those games where every single time you get a game over, you get a little bit farther. A little bit further every single time. And eventually, you just learn where all the freaking boneheads are. You learn how to dodge all of the thrown bones. And you can toss your marbles at every single one of them without getting hit. Look at that. Duh! Okay. Ah! Forgot about that one. Yep. 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 Boom, baby. Boom. Do not touch me with that. Great. Phenomenal. Love that. Love to see that. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Get this bat out of here. Okay. Oh. So we are about to have some work done on our house. So that is it's a good thing because it's been needing to happen for years, but it's going to cost a small fortune. But long story short, the windows on our house are garbage. And they need to be replaced. And so we get to replace all of the windows on our house. And get some wood repair, all that fun stuff, some wood repairs done, some repaintings done. But the fun thing about that, may I have your windows, Super Ducky. First of all, hello. Second of all, I don't think you want these windows. They don't really do the thing that windows are supposed to do, like preventing moisture from entering the house, the living area of the house. They just don't do the window thing. They're more of a suggestion, really. But yeah, so gotta replace all the windows and then do the repainting and then the wood fixing and all that nonsense. But we're also going to go ahead and do the HVAC upstairs here in this room, which is something that's been needing to happen for literally probably the last 3 years. As I've said several times, when it's hot outside, this room is pretty insane. Thankfully, it's not too terrible today. But the last stream, it was bad. It was quite bad up here. So, hoping finally in the next couple of weeks or so that'll happen. The illusion of having windows. Exactly. That's exactly right. About to have to do my windows too. Sadness is yes. I understand. I understand. So, yeah. Basically all the money that I just made on this last work trip is going to be funding Windows. So, but I say all that to say, that room is directly over my garage. It is indeed. And not only does that make it horrific, but basically the AC unit, it's not really cooling at all. It's basically just exhaust. So yeah, there's that. So even worse. But I say all that to say, there is in fact a window up here. For those of you who have seen, noticed the other side of this room in my music videos, you will know that there's several shelves with games on them on the other side of the room. And actually, as a matter of fight me, Mickey, freaking fight me. As a matter of fact, there's a window behind those shelves that does, in fact, need to be replaced. So, I get to basically pack all my games up like I'm moving and, you know, remove everything from that wall so that that window can be replaced. And I got some new shelves that I'm gonna set up over there because the ones that I have are literally like falling apart. They are literally, I got them in 2010, like the middle of 2010, something like that. Two of them I got in 2010, and then I got the third one, I don't know, maybe like 3 years later. So they have some years on them. They've been moved many times, and they're falling apart. They are not holding up very well. So I got some new ones a few months ago, and I knew that we were probably going to be doing the windows at some point soon. So I kind of held off on doing anything with the new shelves. So, yeah, it's going to be a good thing because I'll get to, you know, undo everything and then kind of like redo the shelving area with the new shelves. So as I die. So that'll be good, but I will, depending on what that looks like, I'm not really sure like when all this is going to happen or whatever, but I will probably do like some kind of Saturday stream setting all that back up and just super chill. Nothing crazy. So if you guys want to hang out while I'm basically rebuilding my game room, I'll let you know when I'm gonna do that. It may be a multi-part extravaganza. I'm not really sure. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't remember. It's gonna take forever, I'm sure. A lot more windows. Yeah, we are going to have 22 windows replaced. There are a few that are on like the back patio, like sunroom area that are not going to be replaced because they've basically been inside, so they're fine. Just like some paint touch up and whatever, but yeah. Dadgummit. The notice visitor has been staring at you very intensely. Yes. She's begging me for food, even though I fed her about 2 hours ago so that this exact thing would not happen. But here we are. Here we are in this corner of cyberspace. You want to see a wardrobe tour? Like clothing articles? You want to see my clothing articles? Like the ones that I'm wearing or the ones that are in my closet? Cuss. I have 7. But 2 of them are double windows. I need to replace my front door, get new screen door installed. Yes. Yeah, we also need some work done on our front door. It basically the front door, it's like I forgot what it's called. It's basically has been swelling, so it doesn't it's really difficult to close. It's like a double front door where one of the doors is locked and then the other one just kind of opens and closes, but it is very difficult to close and open, and it actually is not sealing correctly. It's a whole thing. It's just a whole freaking thing. So there is in fact some meowing taking place as we speak. Do not touch me. Thanks. Whoop. Whoop. Whoa. Yeah, my light sensitivity is kind of killing me today. I'm gonna turn this light off. Is that okay? Oh, that's freaking bright. Don't do that. Okay, let's just do this. Let's roll with this. For some reason, I just never expected Steamboat Willie level. I didn't either. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't realize that this game was kind of like going through a bunch of different Mickey Mouse movies and shows and whatever. I thought we were just doing the thing, but here we are. Whoop. So a while back, I told you guys I got, I think I told you guys this. I came across one of the James Bond games that, let me go grab it one moment. One moment, please. Nobody do a thing. Every once in a while, I'll go into Game Exchange. I don't really go into Game Exchange that much anymore because it feels like a pawn shop. But once they started taking like power tools and stuff like that. But every once in a while, I'll swing by Game Exchange and see if they have anything worthwhile. And this particular day, I swung by there completely randomly, and they had one of the James Bond games that I was talking about not too terribly long ago, Everything or Nothing. So this is the first. I don't know if it's the first or the only. I think it may be the only James Bond game that Pierce Brosnan both voiced and lent his likeness to. So apparently this one's pretty good on the GameCube, and they had it for actually for some reason the price of it disc only. So I got it for $10 instead of, I think it's like $20. It's not like a pricey game or anything like that, but instead of, I basically got it for half the price for some reason. Somebody did their job incorrectly, basically. I caught them slipping, if you know what I'm saying. So that's pretty cool. But I want to play that at some point on stream, and I also want to play, I don't have this yet, but that GoldenEye Rogue Agent game that I told you guys about a while back. It just looks so... It has nothing to do with GoldenEye and James Bond. It's like James Bond fan fiction, really. You're playing as some other agent whose code name is GoldenEye, because he has like a cybernetic eye, and James Bond actually dies in the first 5 minutes of the game. but it just kind of looks like a goofy over the top, not like super over the top, but just like a kind of a goofy, a goofy take on James Bond, or not like goofy, but just kind of like over the top, you know. And it's like all the James Bond villains are in it, that kind of thing. So, definitely feel your pain. I'd really love to go on vacation again, but I need to do house fixie stuff too. Also, the sensor on the screen chat was funny. Yes. Yes, yeah. You know, gotta keep things remotely censored here. Can't get too OOC, you know what I'm saying? That was a fun list of words to type up. But yeah, I feel you, Will. And it's one of those things where we also need a new couch, because our couch is it's stupid because it looks like a nice couch, but it is the most freaking uncomfortable couch a guy has ever sat on in his life. And it's actually like, it literally causes me back pain. Like if we are watching TV for an extended period of time, and by extended period of time I mean like an hour, I literally will have back pain the next day. And so it's just, it looks nice, but it's just not, you know, it's just not it's not a good couch. It's a looker, not a sitter. So yeah. Makes me want to just start randomly messaging Gus to mess with you. Yes. You just need to figure out how to make 10 million in crypto overnight. I fully support that. Yeah, I'm in full support of that. Whoop. Time travel, that is an option. It is, in fact, an option. Freaking, I don't understand why that one takes more hits. Is it just because of the way that it's crawling around it takes more hits, or... Anyway, I didn't even finish my thought. I do this all the time. I just don't finish my thoughts. I'm trying to decide if I want to play this James Bond game stream after next and just play through that, or if I want to play through Snatcher on the Sega CD, which could be cool. My only thing with Snatcher is it's basically, it's not a text adventure game, but you know, it's kind of like a point and click kind of thing where there's like a lot of reading involved. And I just don't know. It's a great game. Legit a phenomenal game, but I just don't know if I want to read everything on stream. That's why I don't play a lot of like RPGs and stuff on stream. And I know some people, some streamers, they'll play through the entirety of freaking like Chrono Trigger or something on stream, and more power to them. We'd be here for years if that were the case. I think probably the longest game that I'd want to play on stream is maybe like, 16 hours or so, which at the end of the day, I don't know how long it took me to beat freaking Cuphead, but it was like 6 streams. Whew. Oh, what? Put your freaking toes on there, Mickey. Got a little too cocky. Whoop. Do not. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. feel like we've been here before. The thing that worries me about this is it's inevitably it's going to be one of those freaking levels where I finally get to the boss and then the boss murders me. You know, and just kind of the nature of this game, bro, you respawn like right in the heat of the moment. So you're just, you could literally blow through all of your lives instantaneously. Like if you just don't know how to do a thing, which clearly I don't know how to do many things here. We're getting there, but you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm out of marbles. Hey, look at that. Da-da-da-da. Come on now.
On February 10th, 2026, MichaelK said, apparently you must touch things to move them.
Correct. That seems to be pretty common. Son, what, really? Oh, great. Oh, my toes!
Good luck.
Oh, you can bounce on the skeletons. You can bounce on the idiots. Son! Stop freaking touching me with your bones. Ah! Oh, that was like Matrix level dodging there. And we're back here again. Oh, great. I'm going to get a freaking game over. One hit and a guy is dead. Then there's this idiot up here. Shh. Ho 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 ho. Ah! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah! Do not touch me there. Look at that. Look at that. Flawless victory. Easy. Do I touch? I like the little vocal hint there. That's nice. Do I do something? No. Freaking get these bats out of here. Do I stand on this? Yes, I can stand on this. Oh, it seems that's poison or something. Probably don't. Oh, wait. Oh, motherless. I gotta freaking... Can I pull this? Oh, no. I screwed the whole thing up. Can I go back? No. Just we're toast here. There's nothing... Are you actually scuba diving with me? Can I grab? Dead gummit. Now I'm going to have to just get hit. Oh, ooh, yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Wait. Ha-ha! Success! All hope is not lost. Okay, so... I don't... Okay. Frick. Put this here. I'm uncertain why these bats have come back to life, but, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, we gotta go this way, I believe, first. I'm out of freaking marbles now. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah. I literally was touched on the toe, on the big toe by a bat. And because this bat touched my big toe, I am now restarting the entire level. Really? Are you being actually real? Is this real life? It appears to be real life, in fact. Great. Phenomenal. At least we're getting a little further every time, though, right? Good thing we're not speed running this or something. Ooh, ah. Yeah, no, no. Yep. Are you? Yep. I'm skilled with my marbles. Shh. Yep. Look at that. I agree, Emmanuel. I agree. It's pretty inexcusable, to be completely honest with you. But here we are. I'm unsure of what the little like rocket thing is there for. Because there's not really a checkpoint, because you just respawn literally where you died, for better or worse. I mean, why are video games so hard, brother? Great. Ah! Where these stupid bats keep coming from? Why? Get out of here. Literally nobody wants you here. Literally nobody. Okay. At least we're getting better at video games, though, right? Right? Whew. You got to be very precise. Precision is required in this excursion. I touched that. I touched it. I touched it. Okay. What? Yeah, get out of here. I am getting completely decimated. It appears I'm just being a little too cocky here. And, fight me. Yep. Cuss. Peck. I should probably change it to where instead of saying cuss, it says peck. Yeah, take it, take it, take it, take it. The bouncing on... Oh My goodness gracious. The bouncing on enemies is weird because it's like I see, like you can't. It's like a very precise thing. You can't just. You definitely have to like nail them from above. You know what I'm saying? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll change that. Seems right. Just seems right. You know when something seems right, then it just is? Yeah, that's the case here. Get your bones away from me. Yeah, da, 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 da. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, baby. All right. I'm going to have to test it in 2 weeks. I better not get... You just never know, Will. You just never know. Okay. All right, we got some water. Okay, and we got some of this juice, some of the green juice. Is this some kind of weird combination thing where I gotta know to mix the blue with the green with the something to make a certain color? Let's see if that does what it needs to do, or if there has to be some special concoction. Yeah? Is it good? Boom, shakalaka. Look at that. That's what you want to see. I appreciate that little animation there. Little in-game animation.
I'm justifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Can I jump on you? Woo! What happens if I do this? Dadgummit! Am I hitting? Am I hitting? Okay. 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 Let me tell you all about it now. Let me tell you all about it now. Hey, hey, ho. Look at that. Did we win? Are we winning? Hooray! See, look how cool the animation is in this. What? Mickey has defeated the Mad Doctor and rescued Pluto. Congratulations. Ya da 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 da. So what movie is this? Moose Hunters? Oh. There it is. Whoa. Wow. So now I'm just terrified of everything because I don't know this level at all. What? Can I ride you? What the? Holy Cuphead, Batman. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see that again. An instant replay. Okay. Yes. It's a freaking moose. I was touched by the moose. This is chaos. Man. Okay. The Mad Doctor is a cool guy. He wasn't very nice to me, but he's probably okay. I touched his butt! Oh, and we're right back at it. What is that? Get me out of here. Mickey has found Moose Hunter. Mickey has found Moose Hunter Mickey, but has also found a moose. Huh. You don't see that every day. Oh, frick. See, this was back in the day where every area is a new adventure. Do I guess I have to eat these apples, otherwise I'm screwed. It's like every other area is like a new. It's like Toy Story, right? You get to an area like this, it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Wah! What? What? Frick! Give me that apple. Ah! I missed all those. Apples are where? Apples are where? I need them to run! What? Give me the... Ah! I missed the apple. I missed the apple. I missed the apple. I'm missing the apples again. Frick, I'm running out of steam. I need more apples. Please. Okay. Yep. Great. We did the do. Look at that. Congratulations. I pressed the button. Diddle-doo, diddle-doo. Did we win? Is this Moose Hunter Mickey? Look at that. And me cause. I, in fact, needed apples so that I could run efficiently. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The graphics. Look under my desk. Okay. There's an apple. An apple just magically appeared. Look at that. You just don't see that every day when you're yelling for apples and suddenly one magically appears. I love that. Let's just put that right there as a reminder that miracles do happen. I appreciate that, Anne-Me. I appreciate that. What a magical surprise. Why do I feel like I'm entering the Home Alone house or something? Well, I guess not so much anymore, but... should I fall? No. Should I jump that way? Should I fall there? Should I jump this way? Okay. A raft. Look at that. Well, this is a very interesting Is this still Moose Hunter Mickey? Moose Hunters to Lonesome Ghosts? I don't know. I don't know, but at least we have an apple. Why is he trying to spank me? What? Look at that. Shh, I was touched. Gotta climb very slowly. Slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? How is a mouse to get up there? Huh? Yeah, baby. Ah! Okay. If I go up slowly, does it not change? Okay. I'm not sure why. Unsure. Unsure how to play video game. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Frick. What? Which direction is a guy to go? Am I just supposed to plow through this, bro? Hello? Do I go that way? I cannot. Oh, get up! Huh? Okay, everything's fine. Yeah, whoop. Can I go this way? Oh, look at that. I have won. I've defeated all the ghosts except for that one. Do not touch. Thanks, enjoy. I have a bottle rocket, though, so that's fine. Do I stand on this? Well, that touched me in a bad place. Do drips hurt? No, but the bats still do. So there's that. What does that do? Should I be concerned? It's like every corner you turn, there's just some new, fresh thing that is out to murder you. You know? Frick. Whether that be, you know, a manhole cover, or a bat, or some bones, or whatever, like, valve cover this is, or some drippy droppings. I just don't know. I'm concerned. How to kill ghost is impossible. Fight me. Oh, you freaking... Ah! Oh, I'm back here. Great. Ah! Okay. I didn't even see us switch levels, so I don't know if I'm still Moose Mickey or if this is something else. Frick! Peck. Okay. Everybody just be really patient. Just be really patient, because if you fall back to basically the beginning of this excursion. Okay, how to avoid. Do I just go? Do I just say, screw this man? I am running up in him? Like, I don't even understand. All right. Can murder ghost? I think I just gotta go. Well, I mean, if you hesitate, you fall, right? If you're trying to not lose any health, you fall. And you end up doing it 9 times because you fall. Well, great. This room floods. Yeah. That guy there. Oh, great. The water hurts. The water hurts. The water murders. The water murders. Great. I wonder how many continues you get on easy. I don't like that it doesn't tell you how many continues you have. That's alarming to me. That's very alarming to me. All right. Am I a moose hunter or am I just entering the haunted house now? Okay. Yeah. Sweet. So we did, in fact... Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Great. All right. I was concerned that the moose level was... I almost did something dumb. I was concerned that the moose level was attached to this one. So if we got a game over, then we would be starting all the way back there, and I would literally float off into outer space as an actual ghost. Yeah, da, da, da. All right, get out of here, you freaking ghost man. Yep. Easy. Video games are easy. There it is. Put yourself in there. The pending crash that may involve a thrown apple. Wouldn't be the first time. Apples make a very satisfying explosion when they're thrown hard enough. You know what I'm saying? What? Okay. Whoop. Yep. Got him. The statement brings me joy for some reason. I'm familiar with joy. I'm familiar with the joy of apple explosions, as a matter of fact. Put your freaking feet up on that dingle-doo. Shh. Stop doing that. I feel like I can't see because the screen is, you know, whatever this effect is. Mickey? Get up in there! Oh my god. I'd like to see some... Ah, shh. I'd like to see somebody speedrun this game, is what I was going to say. Before I had my victory robbed from me. I don't like how when this bottoms out on the other side like that, it just it hurls you off into outer space. Or I guess into the depths of the sewers in this case. Put me as far up there as you can. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. Okay. Dead. Yep. Okay. Scary. Okay. Shh, peck. Exactly. There it is. Of course I do it on the first time. Of course I do it on the first time like a professional video gamist. Look at that. Easy, 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 easy. Sometimes you just gotta fart. Yeah, baby. What was I doing here? Just go this way? Just leap of faith? Gotta love that. Gotta love it when video games do that. Pull that maneuver. You just jump off into oblivion. Of course I was touched. Of course I was touched multiple times in multiple places. Why wouldn't I be? Okay. Get these bats away from me, bro. Why did I do that? Why did a guy do that? All right. And go. Oh, great. I get hit twice that time. That was not the maneuver. That was not what you want to do.
Hi, I'm Captain America. Here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have. Patience.
You don't say. Have I mentioned I like the way the water wiggles? What? What? Literally what? Okay, so I just have to go and hope for the best. Hello? Sometimes you just gotta... You do, in fact, Will. You do, in fact. You're not wrong, as per usual. If I get touched by this one more time, I'm gonna die, actually. Literally what? Literally what? Literally what? Oh!
On June 3rd, 2025, MichaelK said, I forgot how to excrete all of my air.
Didn't we all? We've all been there many times, in fact. Okay. The name of the game is just go. Just go. And these freaking ghost... Shh! What?! What am I supposed to do?! Oh my... My sanity is leaving my body. I don't think I possess anymore. This is on easy. Is there an extra easy? It appears there's not. Hooray. Cyberspace is going to take a very, very quick break here so that I don't throw this apple clear across cyberspace land from me to you So don't nobody go nowhere. It appears Winamp crashed. What do you do with that? Literally, what do you do with that? That's correct, Will. That's correct. Oh yeah! Okay. Let's try this again. Smiley face. Why is this not focusing? Would you focus? Apparently it requires proper lighting. Who knew? Hello? Hello? Are we just busted forever? There we are.
Good luck.
Preach. This time, I have full confidence in my ability this time around because let's be honest with each other here. Now I know exactly how to play this video game, right? Why won't my phone sit here? What is happening to life? Okay. Stop shooting those notes at me. I'm going to shoot this cork down your freaking throat. Okay. Whoop. Easy. Okay. Have you ever been thrilled about your progress in a game? I think I am. I think I am. Okay. Look at that. Easy. Remember that time it took us like 30 minutes to beat that part? And especially this upcoming part here. It's just like straight up easy mode now. But now, since we are so good at video games, this is going to be probably even easier now than it was the last time. Look at how good we are. This is actually going to be a flawless victory. I feel it within my person right now. Feels like it was just 2 hours ago. Who knew? Yep. A guy can duck. A mouse can duck, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ring all these freaking bells. And I'm gonna throw my marbles at you like this. Yeah. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, Mickey just talked twice at once. That was impressive. I had no idea he was such a skilled little rodent. Alright, this might as well be a speed run, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that good. Frick, I can't get over how good that looks. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Done. Boom. Done. Smash. Kablam. Kabloom. Ah! You thought you had me there, huh? You thought you had me. Yep. No. Yep. Give me those marbles. Frick. I like this boss music. I think it's actually pretty cool. Easy. Easy. World record. World freaking record right there. Right here, right now. That's what you want. That's what you want. I gotta fix my freaking camera. I can't. Long TLDR. I updated my camera, and now my freaking PC cannot talk to my camera anymore. So that's great. So the lesson here, kids, is just never update anything, ever. Duh! It is sharp, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, get out of here. Freaking bone man. Get your bones away. Imagine throwing your bones everywhere. Just imagine that for a second. Easy. Oh! Okay. Ooh. There's a freaking rogue bone there, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Doing pretty good here. I feel pretty good about this. The bats are still stupid, but, you know. Yep. Look at all those marbles. Oh, frick, I was touched for the first time in quite a while. Get out of here. Stupid bony spider. Get! Yeah. Take it. Of course I was touched by the remnants of flame. Get out of here, stupid bats. Ah! Woo! Ah! Whoop! Whoop! Dadgummit! Well, that was really stupid. Feel attacked by I was touched for the first. Ha-ha! Look at that. Look at that. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay. Whoop. Ugh. Freaking bats up my butt. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I tried to get all fancy and do a dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, and it just didn't work that way. Freaking bats. Sha. Hoo. Ha. Ga. Okay. That's fine. Sometimes when I push the button, I feel like it might not work correctly. Due to the angle of the jump, you know what I'm saying? But then it's fine. Everything's fine. Look at that video game and this part of a controller. Okay. Shh, I forgot about that bone. These freaking bats. I don't understand why some bats, sometimes when you encounter bats, they take one marble. And then other times when you encounter bats, they take multiple marbles to decease them. I don't get it. I just don't understand. And skeletons are flinging bones all over the place. Woo! Touch me there. What? Yeah. No. Yeah. Now I have barely any marbles. 2, 3 bone jumps. Kabloom. Ah! Frick! I touched the nose when I was supposed to be dodging the bones. Okay. Okay. Remember that time we defeated this elevator section without getting hit one single time? Do you remember that? Because I do. Because we're going to do it again. Right now. Ah! Woo! Like, it's actually it's actually crazy to me. Like, how difficult these freaking Mickey games are. Okay? Because one might believe, you know what I'm saying? One might come to the conclusion that a Mickey game is for a child. One might be under that assumption, right? That a Mickey game, a game starring Mickey Mouse, is one that was in fact created and developed for a little person, a tiny lad, okay? But for some reason, this is one of the hardest games I've ever freaking played. And I don't know, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how misleading the Mickey games are. What is going up, Coffee Cup Arcade? How is it going? It's so good to see you on this day of the week. Whoop. Yeah, my week's been good. I was out of town last week, so kind of getting back to normalcy this week. Hopefully without getting hit by too many bats in the process. But yeah. Boom. Love it when things go boom. I wish there was health in this game. Like, that's the one thing that I find kind of crazy, that there's no health? Question mark, question mark, exclamation point. Oh, wait, the stars are health. I'm such a dingus. Literally, as I say that, Wow. Never have I ever. It only took me 3 hours of playing this game to realize how you get health. Holy crap! Literally no mercy whatsoever. Literally no mercy whatsoever. Oh, why did I get that? Why did I get that? The way that you can just blast through all of your health in this game is wild. Yeah, da 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 da. Sakadada, blakadada, tikadikada, da 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 da. Coffee Cup, didn't you do some QA work on this game right here? This boy right here? I picked this up on my trip last week. It was one of the games that I meant to pre-order. Very cool. It was one of the games that I meant to pre-order, and I just like forgot, and I missed the pre-order window, and then I was like, well, frick. Okay, I know that Castlemania games, they will, after they ship all their pre-orders, then they'll put the extra ones up for sale, and unfortunately, I missed out on those. I didn't check out fast enough, as one does. And then you look on eBay and this game's selling for $150. I was like, well, great. I guess I'm never getting that. And then I was in a game store in outside Atlanta last week, and they had one. It looked like it had been sitting there for a long time because it had several different price stickers on it. But I got it for just a little bit more than it was. I mean, to be honest with you, it probably was about the same as if I had bought it, from Castlemania or something, like plus shipping. So yeah. I was pretty shooketh to see that because I remember, looking it up and being like, oh, that's selling for a lot of money. I guess we're done there. And then I saw it in the store for that price. I was like, what? Then I looked it up and it was still selling for like 140, 130, like around there. But yeah, duh. I do not like having 0 lives. It's not desirable. Yep. Whoop. Yeah, I was pretty shocked. And actually I almost didn't buy it, and I thought about it for like 5 minutes. I was like, wait, what am I doing? I'm literally never going to see this for this price ever again. So. Whoa! Why? Why would a guy do that? I wonder. One might be asking oneself. But good news is I can continue here. So that's that. About time for me hitting the dusty trail. See y'all 2 weeks safe travels. I appreciate that, Will. I greatly appreciate that, and thank you for your presence, and appreciate your support over these many months. But hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and a fantastic rest of your week. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. I don't know what the heck we're playing, but I'm sure it's going to be something good. I have no doubt it's going to be something good. Probably something weird that most people have not heard of in modern times, if I had to guess. Tends to be how it goes. Why? Ah. Whoop. Whoop. 34 is actual insanity. I'm glad to be part of it. Enjoy that, Apple. I sent you a message, not urgent, but just seeking some advice info. I will check that out the moment I wrap up, Will. We will catch you later. Then there's this guy. Like what? Like what? It's funny that at like the very end of that area, there's just like some walking bush out of nowhere, literally at the very end. All right, gotta get this. We're back to getting apples. Okay. Apples keep a mouse running fast. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, tripped over those rocks. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Ah! Huh! Yep. Okay. Huh! Got him. Huh! Not too bad, not too bad. It's crazy, though, once you get to this last part here, how you just, like, don't really see, like, the apples are just so scattered around, you just don't really see, you know, where they're going to be. So it's like, every once in a while you can kind of get one, but that last part's a little sketch. Okay, and we're back here. I believe we're doing better this time around. I don't know if you fall down that first one, if that's okay. If the raft is just there. Maybe the raft is wherever you fall. Hopefully that's the case. Probably. At least I would assume. So. All right, I feel like we are professionals at this part now. Motherless. As an adult, I can appreciate the visuals of this stage. The younger me would have been tripping out on that movie. Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate the aesthetic of this game. It's just really cool. It's, you know, it's not like your typical 16-bit style game. There's a little bit of extra. There's just like a little bit of extra. It's using some of that extra Sega CD horsepower to do some pretty cool things, I think. Frick. I just love the Sega CD so much. I wish I had kept mine when I was a kid and I actually got into, you know, just like I got into it around the time that it started to get discontinued and everything. And so I wish that, you know, I had stuck with it and then gotten some good deals on some games. Because I know I would have kept them. I literally for the life of me do not understand. Because there's some good stuff. Although there's no chance I could appreciate a lot of the FMV games back then. There's just no chance. Okay, why can't I do this now? Ugh. Oh, it just knocks you off in the middle, too. Well, that's bogus. There it is. Ah! Do not, do not, do not! Okay. Bingo. Okay, great. We survived. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Like as an adult, I love going back to this system in particular because it's just such a vibe. Like the music is just kind of it's just a league of its own. It just has a vibe. Yep. And I just love the aesthetic of a lot of the games like this that kind of it's like they just do so, it's like 16-bit, but it's just like there's some extra oomph there. And I love the audio aspect of Sega CD too. A lot of the Sega CD vibes for me are the soundtracks are just they just have this like this late 80s early 90s heavy synth vibe to them, and I love that. Or like, you know, kind of butt rock-ish kind of stuff. I don't know, it's super good. I agree, Coffee Cup. I do. There's some really cool stuff that they did in this game. Give me that. Thank you very much. Georgie, he sure did. Absolutely. What other let's see what are some other games that he did. Let me just take a gander at that. Let's see here. Spencer Nilsson. Does he also go by Greg? Yeah, Echo the Dolphin. Other Sega titles: Jurassic Park, Amazing Spider-Man vs. Kingpin, Adventures of Batman and Robin. Adventures of Batman and Robin's that's a really cool soundtrack. It's very different, but it's one of those that it's a good use of the Genesis hardware. Some good stuff, and I do actually love the U.S. Sonic CD soundtrack. I appreciate both the Japanese one and the U.S. one. I think they're both very, very unique. There are some songs that I don't know. Probably it's weird because I have this nostalgia for the U.S. soundtrack, but there are some really good tracks on the Japanese soundtrack. However, I like Sonic Boom better than You Can Do Anything or Sonic Warrior or whatever you call it. What the heck the name of the Japanese one is. And I love picking up these just weird niche Sega CD games, literally, and listening to the soundtracks. And sometimes it is gold. There's one. It's called. I have it over there. It's kind of like an FMV. It's kind of like Sewer Shark, but like more sci-fi spacey. But the soundtrack it's kind of synth wavy. Microcosm, I think is what it's called. It's funny because a lot of times I don't have a CD player in my car anymore, but when I did, and I would go to a store and I would get a game, I'd get like I'd get a Saturn game or a Sega CD game. I would put it in the CD player of the car, and I would, see what the soundtrack was like, and sometimes it was actually fire. And Microcosm was one of those games where I picked it up at a store that was closing. I got it for like $1.50, $2 or something like that. And I put that game in my CD player on the way home. And it was so good. Like, what am I supposed to do there? Just stag Pitfall on the Sega CD. You just need the Jag and 32X for. Oh, cool. That's cool. I get Pitfall and something else confused. I forgot what the other one is. I don't have Pitfall. I'd like to get Pitfall at some point. Literally, there's got to be a way to dodge those ghosts, right? And not just get hit every single time you go through there. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm just such a big fan of these like Sega CD soundtracks. And actually, one that surprised me, I picked up not too long ago. It's like NHL 94. It apparently has a fire soundtrack. So I haven't ripped it yet, but I need to rip it. That's something else that I do is a lot of times with these Sega CD games and Saturn games. If I like the soundtrack enough, I will I'll put it in the old computer here and rip it so that I can listen to it. Put it on my Jellyfin server like a goofball. Like the U.S. Stardust Speedway more. I think I agree with that. I do believe that I agree with that. Whew. Almost bad. What? What the world? I don't remember doing this last time. I do not remember climbing these stairs last time. Wow. I must have completely blacked out. That's crazy. I thought the end of the level was right there. Or no. Did I die there? I died there. That's why. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, this is cool. It's like the Haunted Mansion. That's amazing. If I don't decease. That's actually a really cool little detail. I appreciate the heck out of that. Quartz Quadrant Japanese Good Future. I cannot think of that off the top of my head. I'm too unfamiliar with Japanese soundtrack, unfortunately. I just remember I played through Sonic CD with the Japanese soundtrack last year for the first time. Like I'd listened to it before, but I'd never actually played the game with the Japanese soundtrack before. So I did that for the first time last year, and I really liked it. It's just there are some tracks that I like better on one versus the other. I don't know. I love that. On the U.S. soundtrack, the Wacky Workbench with the like bass line at the beginning of the do 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 do. It's so good. Yeah, let's listen to it. Whatever. It's not like we're gonna beat this game. I think this is the last continue. So, Let's see. Frick, that's so good. Good grief. The instrument design is just like chef's kiss. It's just so good. It's just so good. I could literally just do a stream where we're just listening to music the whole time. And it would have like 117 copyright claims on it. How do you feel about this music with this game? I just love that bass line. That's so good. The instrument design of that bass line. Come on now. I just can't. Motherless. Yeah, that's good stuff. I greatly appreciate that. Frick. Mother of Pearl. Oh, great. Now that. Freaking heck. I wonder how this game fares. There's like a Super Nintendo and just like a plain old Genesis version of this, right? I'm pretty sure. I wonder if it's the same-ish. Easily one of my favorite data disc releases. The pressing is magic on my tape. Yeah. I love that. That sounds great. I should have probably at some point looked up what the heck the rocket does, but I guess we're just too far into it now. Maybe it's a continue. It's not a life. Whoop. Super Ducky, he has like the waiting animation where he's checking his watch, so I guess they're kind of counting on that as part of it. But I love that. I love that. And I love how it seems like a lot of the animation in this game, there's just a little bit more to it, you know. It's some good stuff. It's like, I don't know, it's just like drawn. Oh, well, I'm gonna die here. That's great. I don't know. I don't know what gives this game its look, but it's cool. I do not know how you do not get hit there twice. Yeah, it does have a very hand-drawn look to it. I was saying earlier, it reminds me of this. There's a game for Saturn and PS1 called Herc's Adventures. It looks very similar to this, but since it's a 32-bit game, it's a little bit more, a little sharper, a little more vibrant. But the cool thing about it is that they will have it basically. It's basically like an FMV kind of like cartoon animation that plays on top of the game. So some of the larger characters, like it's like a Hercules game. So Zeus in the game, he's one of those like FMV like overlays on it. So it's like it's this enormous FMV like sprite that's on the screen, and it has a really cool look to it. Oh, I didn't know it was exclusive to Europe on PS1. Yeah, I have the Saturn one. That's the one that I played as a kid. I actually didn't know it was on PlayStation for the longest time. But it's a pretty cool game. It's kind of like an isometric adventure, action adventure kind of game. Literally, I don't know what the secret is to this area. It's just like miraculously I will make it to the end of it and everything is fine. Is there a way to attack these fools? Okay. Because it's like if you wait for the boat to leave, then you cannot do the thing. Then, your barrel starts to sink. But if you try to jump over the boat or whatever, chaos ensues. So I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. I believe this is our last continue. I think I said that last time. But I believe this is the last one. Yeah, let's go down this way and see what happens. Okay. That's kind of what I thought. I just love I love this game's use of the Sega CD hardware, with all the like voice samples and all that kind of stuff. I mean, well, at least, I'm sure. Actually, I question that. I wonder if that's like sampled and it's playing through the Genesis hardware, or I guess it's probably not on the music portion of the disc, right? Because the music is playing. But I don't know. It's a whole thing. The Sega CD is just a very interesting beast. Oh, great. Oh, great. I was touched. Freaking. My problem with this level is that there are a few pieces of the level that I'm just not really sure how you're supposed to do without getting hit. Like that one part where you have to climb across that spot with the ghosts. Or you have to like walk across the falling bridge with the ghosts. Because, when you do that, obviously you can't wait. Is there a way to attack these ghosts that I'm just not knowing about? I'm going to look that up right now, even though we're in the 11th hour of this live stream. I just want to see if there's something. Mickey Mania play or Sega CD play through. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh, I'm literally right here on that part. What the heck? Wait, he's like, this person is like jumping. I know this is chaos hearing the game twice. I guess it makes sense. Okay. All right, I see how it is. Okay. Yada-da. Yada-da-da-da. Look at that. Professional platforming. That's skill. Yada-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Whoop. 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 Okay. Oh, well, I guess that's easy. I see how it is. That doesn't tell me anything about the boat section, though. Let's see. Okay, so this person, they wait. Is there actually just enough time? What? Okay. Okay. Let's try to not suck here. As I immediately suck. It's weird because I don't know why. Sometimes it feels like there's not enough time. I guess because, well, I guess if the barrel touches the ground, then it creates kind of a situation like that. So if you jump, it doesn't touch the floor, so then it doesn't do that? Question mark. Okay. Dadgummit, the freaking water. Oh my goodness gracious. It's weird the way that it sinks, though, because it sinks and then it kind of floats a little, and then it sinks and then it floats just a little tiny bit. And dun, da, da, da. It's also whack that some of these barrels sink faster than others. Like this one sinks faster than the first one. Freaking heck. You just got to memorize how the barrels maneuver themselves. Okay, so we made it here. Great, phenomenal. I got a rocket for some reason. I'm not really sure what that does still, but it seems good. And I got a star. Okay, this is where the ghosts start getting kind of crazy. They start freaking moving. What am I supposed to do there? Thank you very much. Good grief. Oh, we have respawned. You just jump over them. You just jump over them. Easy. I'm assuming this will come into play later on in the story in some way. Whoop! Well, that was interesting. Oh, great. I need that. I knew it. I knew I was going to need that for something. Like, surely this game isn't going to let me off that easy. Get out of here. Ghost bro. Oh, please. Oh, I just want to see what happens after that. Was it my 0th life? That is the end. I just want to see what this person does.
You don't scare me. Woo!
So this person. What the heck did I just do? I just closed the window with the... What's happening? I literally just lost my window. I have no clue where the window is that has YouTube playing. What is happening? Anyway, okay. Riveting tale. What a riveting tale for the ages. Okay, anyway. How far did we get? So, Steamboat Willie, Mad Doctor, Moose Hunters, and we were on the 4th area. 5, 6, 6. Looks like there are 6 areas. Oh, there is an area that is unique to the Sega CD platform. So that's pretty cool. I liked it when they did that with a lot of these games back then. Like it kind of reminds me of Earthworm Jim, the first Earthworm Jim on the Sega CD, and it's actually on the PC as well. But it's different from the Genesis and Super Nintendo one. The soundtrack is completely arranged, has like full rock band playing the soundtrack, all that. The animation honestly looks very similar to this. It has that like really hand-drawn look to it. This game was made by Traveler's Tales. I don't see that anywhere on this case. The game just started rolling the credits. That's crazy. It just says Sony ImageSoft. So I'm pretty sure that's the same team that made like Hook and Sky Blazer, those games. I think. But yeah, Traveler's Tales. They made like Sonic 3D Blast, and more recently they make Lego games nowadays. But anyway, yeah, Earthworm Jim on Sega CD. Like I love the aesthetic of that. The soundtrack is great, and it's just it has like some extra content. It has like a whole extra level and some extra pieces of levels that aren't in the Genesis Super Nintendo ones. But it's definitely the way to play that game. I highly recommend, if any of you are Earthworm Jim fans, download, or unless you have a Sega CD and you do the game collecting thing, but download a Sega CD emulator and a ROM of the Earthworm Jim Sega CD version and check that out. Or I believe GOG has the PC version of Earthworm Jim available on there for a few bucks. So that's another way to do that. I actually played the PC one as a kid, since I did not have what the heck? The game literally at the end of the credits said, if you enjoy this game, buy it twice. What? What? Anyway. Oh yeah, sure enough, it says Traveler's Tales in the intro. That's wild. But yeah, this game is I really appreciate the aesthetic of this game. I think they did a really, really cool job with the visuals. The soundtrack is, the soundtrack is not phenomenal, but it's good. I feel like it supports the game well, you know. But most of all, I just really appreciate the hand-drawn look to it, and all the animation, and that style. I just I love that. But anyway, like I said earlier in the stream, there's not going to be a stream 1 week from today, unfortunately. I know, I hate that. It deeply wounds me that is the case, but yeah, I'll be out of town next Tuesday. But we will be, we'll pick it back up 2 weeks from today. I'm not sure what I'm going to play just yet, but we will figure that out. And the moment I figure it out, I know, Paul, I know it's deeply wounding, but we'll get back into the flow of things very soon. I promise. I hate missing, several weeks like this, very close to each other. But yeah, I appreciate that, Paul. I appreciate that. But anyway. Cyberspace, I appreciate you hanging out with me, accompanying me on this journey through Mickey Mania on the Sega CD. I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your evening and a fantastic rest of your week. And I will see you 2 weeks from today for some more MichaelK TV. Deuces.